This is Terry. This time I'm not coming at you with a review, more like kind of a rundown as to what's been going on. Um, I haven't done a video, and actually I haven't checked, but I think it's the better part of a year. Uh, I just want to let you guys know, hey, I didn't die. Things went like really nuts for me. Um, I bought a motel. Uh, my wife and I spent the entire summer running it, uh, and so far this winter as well. During the summer, it was pretty hectic because we had like 2 weeks to get up and running. The whole motel had been shut down. We had about 2 weeks to get up and running, uh, and the hot water system was shredded. When they winterized the place for shutdown, they did not winterize the hot water system. So uh, hot water lines were blown all over the place, busted pipes, blown apart fittings. Uh, we did get one good piece of luck, though, during that whole ordeal. Uh, None of the hot water tanks had been broken. How that happened, I have no idea, because by all rights, they should have blown the tanks right in half. I've seen that happen before several times when houses freeze up. But they did not blow the tanks. So that's a good piece of news for that. I was extraordinarily grateful for that. Uh, but we did pretty much everything this year on a complete shoestring budget. Uh, getting everything up and running. But as the summer progressed, we were able to get enough income to begin some upgrades that were desperately needed. The upgrades had not been done to this motel in many, many years, actually. Far longer of a time frame than it should have been. Every year you're supposed to put a little bit back into your business to try and at least get it up to standard. Nobody had done that for many, many years. Uh, so, no, I don't want that. Thank you. so, it did get a little bit hectic, and we were able to get tour buses in, get them kicked out, uh, you know, almost without a hitch. There were a few hitches, but we managed to get by with it. Um, it was an extremely busy year for us. Then when we finally shut down the majority of the motel, we ended up keeping 5 rooms open for the winter, as well as 4 long-term rentals. So it's been a little bit tight because we were using more wood than I had anticipated that we were going to use, because I actually heat the entire place right now with a wood boiler, outdoor wood boiler. Um, and I expected that we would run through about 40 cord worth of wood during the winter time, but I just had to order another 10, and it looks like around maybe the end of March, I'm going to have to order another 10 cord of wood too. So we're burning through a lot more wood than I had anticipated. But part of that had to do with putting a building on that wood boiler that had not been on the wood boiler in the past. As you can imagine, I have since shut that building down. But yeah, it's been a whole series of learning uh, learning what does work, what doesn't work. I had uh, I had a pretty good idea beforehand, but in the course of trying to figure everything out, you make mistakes, especially when it's your first time actually having that large of a crew. Um, I did discover that uh, when you employ people, you are a glorified babysitter. I'm not sure if you knew that. No, people, it's crazy. I didn't even think that it was that bad. It's not nearly that bad when you're just managing it, but damn, when you're the owner, when you're the one who writes the checks, holy man, people come to you with their problems, and you're just like, you're everything that's going through your mind with business, and you're sitting there going, do I have a sign right here saying, bring me your problems? No, it wasn't bad really. I mean, the only thing that made it seem that way a lot of times was just everything hitting at once. But it's kind of normal when your actual season is only 4 months long, and that's where you get 99% of your business is during those 4 months. So it gets pretty hectic, um, and it's going to be that way again this year. But this year, I have more time to prepare, more time to organize beforehand, and I'm going to try and figure out a way that I can work things here so that I have a little bit more free time this summer, um, at least a little more free time to be able to spend with my sons, and get my wife and I out of here a little bit more. Uh, uh, we did have the weekly runs to Fairbanks for supplies, but those are round trips. You go up, you do all the shopping that you can as fast as you can, and then you book it back down here. So we do have a little bit of a break in that respect, but it's not like resting. It's just constant go, 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 go. Um, and that does come in handy, how just getting away from here. But I'd like to spend a little bit of more time with my boys this year, and the only way I'm going to get to do that is to rearrange uh, how we do the management here. You know, train the people a little bit better, maybe. We've figured out some new ways of doing things over the course of the winter. With a little bit time to breathe during the wintertime, you can kind of figure out. You can look back at the year and say, okay, well, this has worked. This a little bit worked, but it needs to be changed. How can we change it? Um, I've been doing the rooms lately, which gives me the opportunity to see what can be done, what needs to be done yet, what got missed throughout the year, um, and come up with a new way of doing the rooms, not totally new, just add a couple steps here, remove steps there. I think it'll work out all right. Um, but that's why I haven't been around. I This summer I went through a crap load of snooze, man. Holy man! I ordered 100 cans of Siberia, and that was in. Let me look. That was in the end of May, and I just, I just emptied the second to last can, so 99 cans. Yeah, that's too much, man. One can when I started doing that was lasting 4 to 5 days. And here the last month or so, it's been all about a can every other day. So I've got to back off from that. That's what the hell? I don't know what that is all about. Anyway, um, but yeah, it's going to be kind of an interesting year again. Um, I'm in the process of kind of building combination of things really. I'm still doing the heating business. My dad and I still own that. I'm doing the motel. Uh, I'm going to be firing up a part-time woodworking business as well. I'll be taking some orders here and there, um, and doing that, not on a timeline. I won't be able to do anything on a timeline because it's when I can get to it. And I'll probably be doing some prospect furniture here and there, which is basically you build a piece of furniture and you put it on eBay or, something like that and try to sell it that way. There's a lot of people who do that and it seems to work out fairly well for them. So I'm hoping I can get that because I enjoy woodworking anyway. It's really fulfilling for me and it's like my Zen time. So I uh I do that. That's strange. Anyway, sorry. Uh, and I've also started a blog actually. Um, and I set up another YouTube channel to work in conjunction with that. It's Journey for Living, and if I can figure out the whole show notes thing on here, I'll go ahead and put that in the show notes at the bottom once this actually posts to a video instead of a live stream. I'll attempt to do that. I'm not 100% sure if I can figure it out. I'll be honest, but I'll try to put a link to my second channel, which is Journey for Living, in the show notes down below. And that's basically something that I'm going to use to uh, kind of document, I guess, some of my thoughts, yeah, some of the things that happened, some of my thoughts at the time. Um, and hopefully somebody will out there will learn from some of my mistakes that I'll make. And because trust me, I make them. I am not perfect. I do not pretend to be perfect. Um, but if somebody can learn from my mistakes and do better than me, have at it, man. I'm not kidding. Have at it. Um, yeah. Now I'm at a loss for words, so I'll be doing nothing more than wasting your time and babbling for the rest of the time. So, yeah, I have started a blog. It's Journey for Living at WordPress. Um, and I'll try to figure out how to put the link to that down below as well. There's also a Facebook page for it. There's Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. But what I'm trying to do is not only document myself, but hopefully I'll be able to get some people that'll be submitting videos and blog posts to me that I can put up on my blog. Uh, Eventually, I don't just want it to be me. I want it to be just about anybody. Um, Basically, it's about trying to, how should I put it? Trying to build a life you don't need a vacation from because you enjoy it so much. Um, there's a lot of things that I've learned on this journey so far, and that's kind of what I want people to understand. Um, it's definitely not just a business journey, but a journey of self development, self improvement, and self awareness. So, anyway, if you're interested in that at all whatsoever, by all means, you can check that out. I don't even have a video posted on Journey for Living yet on YouTube, uh, but hopefully, I will be able to get that up very soon. The first one may be a live feed because I tried to use my video editor for another video that I had made previous to this, and it quit working altogether. I think the uh, people who make it, who design the app, uh, fucked it over. Honestly, it's shit now. I can't do anything with it. Um, but it is what it is, right? So, anyway, as always, y'all take care of yourselves. Stay safe. That's important. Stay safe. Don't forget to hammer up. I'm out. Maybe. If, of course, I can figure out how to stop the feed. Hello there. Ha! It's funny. That didn't work. What the fuck? Over. Okay. Yep. That's some funny shit right there.